Hey guys, my Derp in a Box back again. Wanted to bring you a quick video on the Cairn, the Tier 8 British Heavy, which is getting a lot of hate in recent chats I've been in, but is actually a really good tank. First game here we've got on Fort Despair, and the thing to know about this tank is it's kind of like a Fat Comet. It's got really good rate of fire. You can perma-track some guys, especially if they don't have enough repair kits. It also has pretty troll armor as long as you keep it angled. It's got a very bouncy front plate, so if people are aiming at that like they normally do for most tanks, that's actually going to be to their detriment. And you can abuse the hills a little bit because the gun depression is pretty solid. So starting out here, I'm going to follow my mediums out to the right side because I don't want to get in a brawl head-on with Russian heavies. But I do want to come out here and see what I can find. And all the tanks are spotted in the middle, so it's great news for me. I know I've got cover on my right. I'm going to just push around. This guy's nice enough here in this brand new German Tier 8 Bulldog to pull out in front of me and take care of him real quick here. Unfortunately, he gets behind that, and so I just take a prayer shot at the RU. Now we're starting to see the heavies pop up, and unfortunately we're down a tank, so it looked like we were going to have a great advantage at the beginning. Didn't work out so well, but I'm going to use this little wall that's here. T-29 sees me. There's a first bounce. Really love to kill that Bulldog. Settle for just putting some shots into this 29. Keeping an eye on that KV-4 that's in the bush because I really don't want to take shots, and you can see him hitting the wall. He does not have an accurate gun. Going for the drive wheels here on the E3. This guy's getting a little nosy. Missed another shot there, but luckily one of my guys got him. So now I can just use this wall. And again, while these guys are sitting in front of me, this tank's got about 2,500 DPM, so much better than the IS-5, better than the 3D. It's about 2K. Some of the Russian heavies at Tier 8 are about 2K, and you can see me just unloading shots into these guys at 190 alpha, but it adds up when you shoot that much. At this point, we're down a tank, trying to make sure I'm in the right position. I've got two on each side. This 49, unfortunately, does put 600 into me, and I got to make sure I get rid of him because I don't want to take another one of those shots. Fortunately for me, he's not the brightest, and he's going to go up here and get stuck on this hill. And at this point now we've gone back up a tank. I can see there's a Panther M10 and a full health KV-4. I don't have a ton of HP to play with in terms of taking bad shots, and I'm not sure where the Panther is. He does pop there. I see him before he sees me, and you can see me just pull back behind this tank, wait for him to shoot, and then drop another one on him. He's just sitting in a spot that I can't pull out in front of him, and luckily my 1375 does go over there to try to take care of it, which is a good distraction. I'm going to move on this KV-4. All I really wanted was that Panther to not be shooting me in the back. So you can see me going up here, again trying to shoot drive wheels. This is a tough tank to track, especially with a low caliber gun, but I just the pen is really good even on the AP, so continue to just pump shots into him. One left there. Missed the kill shot. That's okay. Nobody else is doing anything anyway, so go ahead and put that last one in and get the victory. You can see I was continually shooting, and when you see the damage screen, you'll understand how it adds up. So almost 4,000 damage just by sitting up in the middle and constantly having targets. Next game we've got here is going to be on Port Bay, and I was telling you a little bit about the bouncy armor of this tank, and you'll notice here that it looks like I've got God mode on when I get down into the valley here because nobody can seem to pen me, which is great news. So just taking a look at the lineups, they have more heavies, or actually the same amount of heavies that we do, plus a TD. Since we're even in my tank, I would rather have against mediums than heavies. We're going to try to go river. Hope the team goes along. As there always is, somebody knows better, but we're going to all go that way. Looks like our mediums and our TD are headed that way anyways, which is good. So you can see our one heavy headed the wrong way, still convinced that everyone's going to follow him, and he finally does turn around here. I'm trying to get our scent to move. I'm not sure if he's AFK or if he's just kind of slowly rolling along with us. But one thing I don't want to do is lose that spot across the river. Once you've decided to go this way, you've got to control that spot. If you don't, you might as well go back in town because you'll just get sniped to death. So with this tank and with some of the others like the German VK4502, I like to come down to this little depression because it gives me some shots into the river. You can see right there one pop up, but it protects me on my left side with this hill because their heavies don't have any shots. And so we've got one target. They do have another medium. I've got 4 spotted, but I'm missing the TD. And there he is behind the hill. I don't want to take one from that Borsig, and so you can see me just kind of wiggling and backing up. There's a second bounce. I shoot the back of my IS's turret. He's going to go ahead and pull forward here and probably realize there's a Borsig there shortly. Now at this point I'm really surprised to see this guy come across, but it's great news. It's a T-54 lightweight. You can see me hit the adrenaline, and right there I'm going for a drive wheel, so there's the track. He's really in a bad spot now. Drive wheel again, he's done. I'm not sure he had any repair kits to start with, but if he did, they're gone now. And I'm hoping for the kill. Somebody else gets it. That's okay. Still assist damage. Really good way to farm XP if you're trying to master tanks. Shooting the drive wheel, especially on things that don't have great DPM. That's not the case with this tank, but at least that lets you get all the assist damage when you might only get one shot in otherwise. I know that Borsig's in the back, but I don't want to just sit and camp, so I'm going to pull up here. Really good gun angles in this tank. Put one in the side of the Tiger, so the IS-2 comes down for me now. Backing up here, you can see me just wiggling slightly side to side. There's another bounce. Here comes the RU. I switched to HE for him. I love to HE some Borsigs. Just moving back and forth, little wiggle, little angle. There's another bounce. Awesome shot right there, right into the dirt. And then coming up here, I really got to get rid of this Borsig. So luckily my teammate finally gets a shot on him. I don't want to take a 600 alpha. Even though this game's in hand, I still want to continue to do damage. And you can see how I'm sort of half up the hill and still have really good gun depression. That's the great thing about this tank in addition to the DPM. So as I pull over here again, see me shooting drive wheels. Defender comes down. He's trying to kill this tank behind me. One of my teammates is low health. And I bounce right back in front of him and bounce another shot. So still full health at this point. And again, just pop the adrenaline, putting shots into him, and game over. So not a mastery game, but you can see how effective this tank can be in that sort of heavy role, especially over matches mediums. This is a 3,000 damage game. Both these videos I did almost 7,000 damage, and total was 7 minutes long.